And now a party political broadcast by the Vlog Party.
What ho, vloggers! It is a special election vlog because today is election day and I've decided to do a vlog just for the election because I decided it's time that I come out of hiding and jump on the election bandwagon, as it were, despite the fact I only have 20 to 30 viewers, but never mind. What I'm doing, yes, I'm going to be telling you a little bit why I've decided I'm voting Liberal Democrat this time around. Actually, last time around I voted Liberal Democrat, and the time before that, and the time before that I didn't vote because I was too young, because I'm still quite young, I know. Hard to believe. But, yes, I'm voting Liberal Democrat this time around because I was sort of converted, almost, in a way. I was deciding at the beginning of the election, when it reared its ugly head, as elections tend to, that I was just going to spoil my ballot paper in a gigantic protest by writing none of the above in an action of defiance that embodied both my anger and the movie Brewster's Millions, which are two fabulous forces in the universe. But then I came across this group on Facebook called We Got Rage Against the Machines #1, We Can Get the Lib Dems into Power. And I thought this was hilarious, probably not going to work, but a bit of fun, so I went for it. And was telling my friends about it and saying, I mean, crazy, but if the internet really does sort of, mobilise, as it were, that could be an extraordinary force. And then suddenly, the first debate happened. And people like me came to realise that Nick Clegg wasn't just, the leader of the Liberal Democrats. He would make a shockingly good Prime Minister, and was suddenly breathing this whole breath of French air into a fresh air, not French air. He's not actually French. That was weird. But yeah, breathing a breath of fresh air into a franchise that was starting to get a bit boring, kind of like the 11th Doctor, really. Though I'm not saying that David Cameron's a Dalek. Obviously, he's more of a Cyberman, and Brown's a Slovene. But yes, here was this extraordinary politician who could speak way better than the others and was giving us policies that actually made sense. Policies that for once were ethical and moral. A stance on immigration that actually favoured, saving human beings rather than, using immigrants as scapegoats. A stance on nuclear disarmament with getting rid of the Trident missiles and all that, which, favours using money on stuff that is actually going to help the country rather than blowing the crap out of people and possibly ending the world one day. This is the kind of thing that, I've been wanting to see in politics for a long, long period of time, and suddenly here it appeared. Which is why I'm so enthused by the Liberal Democrat machine that is marching its way towards, hopefully at least, a coalition government. And if not, the full, wonderful majority that we'd all like to see, but sadly is possibly unlikely due to the ridiculous first-past-the-post system that we live in. But even if you're not going to vote Liberal Democrats, and this is all I can really do to convince you to, I'm urging you guys, you haven't voted yet, go out there, vote, you fools, go, do it. You really should vote this election. This is the most exciting moment in British politics, possibly, since, since King Charles got his head cut off. And yeah, it's a real time when things are actually starting to mobilise in the UK, and I genuinely believe that this could be something that really does save British politics in many ways and shapes and forms. I really do worry that, if due to the ridiculous garbage that's coming out of the Murdoch machine and other right-wing newspapers right now, Cameron does manage to get an overall majority, it could honestly destroy political enthusiasm in Britain, because this huge wave of hope has been created now, and for that to go could lead to a series of unbelievable apathy, and like I say, genuinely democracy falling on its face. So yes, go vote. Even if you vote for UKIP, go and vote. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, I suppose. It just means that you're, scum, basically. But go out there, do something, make a difference. I mean, not voting in this election is kind of like, saying that you don't fancy Keely Hawes slightly, or at least want to be her. I mean, every boy and girl I know either fancies her or wants to be her. I mean, there's probably a few people out there who don't, but they're a bit weird. And you don't want to be that guy. No one wants to be that guy. So yes, it's. I'll tell you the perfect example. Not voting in this because you think it's not going to make a difference is like staying in your room the whole day and not coming out because no one understands you. No one likes you except, H.I.M. and Tom York. And no one likes that guy. Don't be emo, vote. Don't be emo, vote. That is my message to you guys. I now return you to your regularly scheduled vlog. Good night.